sun went down and took my name, left me standing in the blame. Every sin rose up like smoke, and I felt the ground I'm on revolt. The night came down like a courtroom door, all my ghosts walked on the floor. I stood alone beneath the stars, counting up my battle scars. God waited with me while the night passed judgment,
didn't turn his face away.
Sat beside me in the darkness while the jury had its say. God waited with me while the night passed judgment, held me when I couldn't stand. Let the verdict fall around me, but he never took his hand. The hours stretched like rusty chains, everything I couldn't explain. Every lie, every broken vow came and showed me who I was now. The darkness whispered in my ear, tried to tell me he wasn't near, but I felt the presence, warm and still, standing with me on that hill. When the morning finally came, I was different, not the same. The night had judged and found me broke, but God had stayed to lift the yoke. I walked into that brand new light, not forgiven but held tight. The judgment passed, the verdict known, but I was never left alone. God waited, wouldn't leave me while the night passed judgment, saw the worst of what I am. Yet he never stopped his vigil, never took away his hand. God waited, wouldn't leave me while the night passed judgment. That's the grace that sets you free, not the verdict that condemns you, but a God who waits to see. So when the darkness comes again and you're drowning in your sin, remember he's a patient God, walking where your tears have trod. He will wait the whole night through, till the morning finds the truth. You were never meant to stand alone. He was waiting all along. I've been running from the quiet all my life, filling it with noise and constant strife. Radio on, voices in my head, anything to keep me from the dread. The silence always felt like death to me, like a grave where I would finally see all the things I've been avoiding in the dark, all the lies I left there marked. But the silence finally spoke louder than my fear, whispered words that I was meant to hear. In the quiet I could feel his voice so clear. The silence finally spoke louder than my fear. The silence finally spoke louder than my fear. And it told me I was never meant to run. In that stillness I could see what must be done. The silence finally spoke louder than my fear. So I stopped and let the quiet wrap around, stood upon that sacred holy ground, and the words came soft as wind through pine. All of this was always meant to be mine. Not the noise of judgment, not the screaming sound, just a gentle peace that settled down. And I realized all the running was the cause. It was in the silence that I found what I had lost. Now I sit here in the dark and I can see the silence is a door to being free. All the words I thought would break me into dust, in the stillness became wisdom, faith, and trust. The fear is gone, it don't have any power. In the silence lives the finest hour, when a man can hear the God that speaks so low. In the silence is where the broken grow. The silence finally spoke louder than my fear, and it called me back to what is real. In that quiet I could finally feel. The silence finally spoke louder than my fear. The silence finally spoke louder than my fear. Now I don't need all that noise and sound. In the silence, grace and truth are found. The silence finally spoke louder than my fear. If you're running just like I did too, find a quiet place and sit right through. Let the silence do the speaking for your soul. That's the only thing that's ever gonna make you whole. I've been walking with my head up high so long. Thought my strength was in pretending nothing's wrong. Pride was wrapped around me like a coat, kept me floating, kept me staying afloat. But the road got hard and my legs gave out, and I couldn't hide what I was all about. So I fell down at the mile marker stone, finally understanding I was on my own. I laid my pride down at the edge of the road, let it fall like I was setting down a load. Couldn't carry it no further, couldn't carry it no more. Left it laying where the dust and gravel pour. I laid my pride down at the edge of the road. That's when grace became the only thing I know. In my weakness I could finally see, that's where he was waiting just for me. All them years of standing tall and looking back, had the people that I cut and didn't lack. All them bridges burning just to prove I'm right. All them bridges burning in the night. But you can't walk alone forever on this earth. And my pride had proved what it was worth. Nothing but a weight around my soul, nothing but a thing that made me hollow. So I got down and I said, I'm sorry, Lord, for the pride that kept me from your word. I laid it down right there in the dirt, and I felt the ending of the hurt. Now I walk these roads with nothing but my faith. Found out pride don't have no saving grace. What I left behind will stay right there. And he picked me up and gave me air. I laid my pride down at the edge of the road, and he carried me when I couldn't carry the load. All the strength that I thought I could claim was just keeping me small and keeping me lame. I laid my pride down at the edge of the road. That's the truth that every broken man has known. In surrender I could finally be free. That's when God could finally get to me. If you're carrying pride like a stone in your chest, lay it down, friend, you need your rest. There's a grace that waits when you finally fall, and it's bigger than your pride, bigger than it all. I've been walking with my head up high so long. Thought my strength was in pretending nothing's wrong. Pride was wrapped around me like a coat, kept me floating, kept me staying afloat. But the road got hard and my legs gave out, and I couldn't hide what I was all about. So I fell down at the mile marker stone, finally understanding I was on my own. I laid my pride down at the edge of the road, let it fall like I was setting down a load. Couldn't carry it no further, couldn't carry it no more. Left it laying where the dust and gravel poured. I laid my pride down at the edge of the road. That's when grace became the only thing I know. In my weakness I could finally see that's where he was waiting just for me. All them years of standing tall and looking back at the people that I cut and didn't like. All them bridges burning just to prove I'm right. All them bridges burning in the night. But you can't walk alone forever on this earth, and my pride had proved what it was worth. Nothing but a weight around my soul, nothing but a thing that made me hollow. So I got down and I said, I'm sorry, Lord, for the pride that kept me from your word. I laid it down right there in the dirt, and I felt the ending of the hurt. Now I walk these roads with nothing but my faith. Found out pride don't have no saving grace. What I left behind will stay right there, and he picked me up and gave me air. I laid my pride down at the edge of the road, and he carried me when I couldn't carry the your chest. Lay it down when you need your rest. There's a grace that waits when you finally fall, and it's bigger than your pride, bigger than it all.
The door slammed shut and they walked away. Said they couldn't find no reason why to stay. Left me in the dark with all the blame. Left me here alone with just my shame. The phone went quiet, the lights went low. Everyone I trusted turned to gold. I was standing in a room so cold, and I was breaking down, growing old. But a prayer stayed when everyone else left. Spoke the words that kept me from going dead. To the voice of God that said I'm still here. A prayer stayed when no one else would hear. A prayer stayed when everyone else left. It was more than all the words that I could say. It was the only thing that saved the day. A prayer stayed when everyone else left. I fell down on my knees and I cried out, not because I had no doubt, but because I had no one else to turn. And I needed God to help me burn, not with fire, but with truth, with the memory of my youth. When I believed in something more than the world that's at the door. And the prayer rose up like incense smoke, and it shattered through the darkness like a yoke. Broke the chains that held me down, lifted me up off the ground. And I realized in that moment, in that pain, that the ones who love me most remain. Not the people that I call my friends, but the God whose love will never end. A prayer stayed when everyone else left, and it saved my very life and soul. Made me feel like I was finally whole. A prayer stayed when everyone else left. A prayer stayed when everyone else left. That's a grace that carries you through. When the world's abandoned you, a prayer stayed. That's the truth. So when your people turn away and you don't know what to say, fall down to your knees and pray. Let the Lord have His way. That prayer will be the light that will carry you through the night, and you'll find that you're not alone. You were always in His home. I was born in the shadow of a curse. My mother whispered I was born to hurt. The darkness knew my name before my father, before the priest could give me water. It followed me like a hound on the trail, waiting for the moment I would fail. It knew my weakness, knew my shame. It knew my secret, knew my name. The darkness learned my name before I did. Whispered all the things I tried to hide, called to me from every corner where I tried to run and hide. The darkness learned my name before I did. The darkness learned my name before I did. But the light knows it better still, and the light has got a greater will than the darkness that once learned my name. So I wandered through the world in chains, carrying the weight of all the pain. The darkness spoke my name in every storm, in every lie that took the form of a truth that cut me down, left me lying on the ground. But I heard another voice one day that called my name in a different way. The light spoke my name with grace and love, said the darkness don't define you from above, said your name is written in my hand. I know you better than the darkness can, so now I know my name is known not by the darkness I have known, but by the God who made me hear, who whispers it within my ear. The darkness learned my name before I did, but the light loved me more true. The light made me something new. The darkness learned my name, but light who? The darkness learned my name before I did. That's the gospel, that's the way, that's the love that saves the day. Light will always win, and that's what I said. If the darkness knows your name and you're drowning in the shame, remember that the light knows you better, sees you through. That's the name that really matters. That's the name that saves you when all else scatters. I was wandering through the snow at 12:30. Couldn't find my way, couldn't help myself. The wind was cutting through my coat and skin, and I was falling from within. The streets were empty, the world was asleep. I was sinking down so cold and deep. Thought I'd freeze there in the dark, without a fire, without a spark. But I met Grace sitting in the cold after midnight, wrapped around me like a blanket.
in the cold after midnight, sitting there like it was waiting just for me. Showed me what it means to truly be. I met Grace in the cold after midnight. She was standing there with open arms, with a love that held no false alarm. Said, come sit here by my side. There's nothing left that you could hide. And I sat down right in that snow, and I felt the warmth begin to flow through my veins, through my chest. Finally, I could rest. Sat there till the morning came, and Grace called out to me my name. Said the night is over, you can see I was always there waiting for you and me. Now I know that grace is not a thing, it's a presence that will always sing. In the cold, in the dark, in the pain, grace will find you again and again. I met Grace sitting in the cold after midnight, and it saved me from the darkness of the night. In that moment all my fear began to die. Grace found me and I learned to fly. That's the love that you've been looking for. That's the peace that's at your door. I met Grace and I'll never leave it out of sight. If you're cold and lost and all alone, and you're far away from home, Grace is waiting in the dark, ready to ignite a spark. Don't give up, don't lose your way. Grace is coming, you'll see the day when you meet her in the night. Everything will be alright. But I met Grace sitting in the cold after midnight, wrapped around me like a blanket burning bright. In that moment I was warmer than I'd ever been. Grace found me and it brought me in. I climbed up to the rooftop of my shame, and I spoke out loud my secret name, and all the things I'd buried down so deep, all the promises I couldn't keep. The wind came howling through the air like it was waiting for my prayer. I let it all come pouring out, every whisper, every shout. The night carried my confession into the wind, took it up and took it where it's been, to the ears of God who already knew that I was broken and I needed something new. The night carried my confession into the wind, and it set me free from all I held inside. There was nowhere left for me to hide. The night carried my confession on the wind.
I confess the lies I told my wife, the way I wasted all my life, the anger that I let consume my soul, the way I tried to be in control. I confess the man I wasn't meant to be, the way I ran from destiny, and the wind just carried it away into the night, into the grave. And when the morning came around, I was standing on that holy ground, different man than I had been before, lighter, freer, settled to the core. The confession didn't make me clean, but it showed me what it means to be honest with yourself and God, to walk on this uncertain road. The night carried my confession into the wind, and it brought me to a place of peace again. Everything I'd held inside came out, and I finally knew what grace was all about. The night carried my confession into the wind. That's when healing really starts. That's when God can mend your heart. The night carried my truth on the wind. So if you're carrying a weight so heavy and so deep, if you can't find rest, you can't find sleep, take it to the night, speak it out loud, let the wind carry it through the cloud. That's when God can really hear. That's when you can draw near to the love that sets you free. That's confession. That's the key. Yeah. I was falling down so slow, feeling everything I didn't want to know. My heart was breaking into 1,000 pieces, and I couldn't even name all the diseases. The pain was coming from so deep, it woke me up out of my sleep. And I was crying out for someone, anyone to hear, for someone to hold me when I couldn't bear. God stood still while my heart fell apart, watched it break and tear from the start. Didn't try to fix it, didn't try to mend, just stood there and said, I'm still your friend. God stood still while my heart fell apart. That's the love that sets you free. That's the grace of letting me see what needs to break, so I can start. Oh, my defenses came tumbling down. Oh, my pride fell to the ground, and I was naked, stripped of everything I had, every good thing, every bad. But in the stillness, in that quiet space, I could feel the presence of His grace, not trying to put me back together quick, just standing there, steady and thick. And I realized that my heart had to break
that fall, I found the greatest thing of all. God stood still while my heart fell apart, and that's when love could do its part. In my breaking I could finally see God stood still, He set me free. God stood still while my heart fell apart. That's a promise, that's a call. In the breaking, that's not all. God stands still to mend your heart. When your heart is breaking in two and you don't know what to do, remember that He's standing near. And you're falling, He is here. He don't rush to fix the pain, He just walks with you through the rain. And that's the love that's tried and true. God stands still forever with you. I've been fighting all my life to get ahead, fighting against the words that filled my head, fighting the world, fighting myself, fighting to find anything worth. The road was long and the battles were hard. Every mile just cut me up inside. I was bleeding from 1,000 little wounds, from 1,000 little fights. I thought I had to win, but the road took my fight and left me peace. Took the struggle, gave me sweet release. All the fighting didn't get me nowhere, but the road taught me how to care. Took my fight and left me peace. Showed me that I didn't have to win, that the greatest strength comes from within. The road took my fight and left me peace. I was angry at the world and at my God. Couldn't understand the way He tried. Thought He was against me, thought He didn't care, but He was standing right there. The road just kept on going on and on, and with every mile my anger was gone. And I realized that the fighting was a trap, and peace was waiting on the map. Now I walk with weary bones and grateful heart. The road has taken all the hard part. I don't need to fight no more, I don't need to even score. The road took my pride and took my rage, left me here on this final stage. And I can see that peace was always there, waiting for me with patient care. The road took my fight and left me peace. Every battle brought me closer to release. I was fighting shadows that were never real, but the road showed me what I could feel. my fight and left me peace. That's a gospel, that's the way, that's the way, that's the day. The road took my fight and gave me peace. If you're fighting still like I did too, I got to, walking roads that ain't leading through. Let the road take what you're holding tight, and it'll leave you with the light. The peace you're looking for is on the way. Just let the road guide you day by day. I was sitting with the ghosts of all my past, all the moments that were never meant to last, all the chances that I missed and let go by, all the dreams I watched just die. The regret was crushing down upon my chest, like I'd failed some final test, and I was suffocating in the weight of believing I was born too late. But I heard heaven breathing through my regret, like a wind that I would never forget, moving through the pain and through the shame, calling me back to His name. I heard heaven breathing through my regret, teaching me that I ain't done, that my life ain't over, that there's sun. I heard heaven breathing through my regret, and the breath was warm and it was real, and it showed me how to feel, that the past is just a lesson to be learned, that the bridges that I burn, they don't define the man I'm meant to be, they just set my spirit free. Heaven breathed and I could see that redemption's still for me. So I'm standing here with all my scars, looking up at all the stars, and I know that God ain't finished with my soul, that the end ain't been told. Heaven's breathing in me every day, showing me a different way, that regret ain't the end of the line, it's just a place where grace can shine. I heard heaven breathing through my regret, and it lifted me up from where I sat. Every failure, every fall, heaven's breathing through it all. I heard it breathing through my regret. That's the love that won't let go, that's the grace that helps you grow. I heard it breathing through my regret. If you're drowning in the weight of what you've done, remember that your life ain't done. Heaven's breathing through your pain, washing like a gentle rain. Don't give up, don't lose your way. Heaven's calling you today with a love that's tried and true. Heaven's breathing out through you. I heard heaven breathing through my regret. lost inside a darkness so complete. I couldn't find the ground beneath my feet. The silence wrapped around me like a tomb, and I was drowning in the gloom. I couldn't hear the world, I couldn't hear a sound. I was underground, far, far underground, and the darkness held me like a hand that I couldn't understand. But the silence held me until the light returned, like a mother's arms while I would burn. In the darkness that I feared the most, the silence held me. The silence was my ghost. The silence held me until the light returned, cradled me when all else failed. Oh, kept me safe while I waited. The silence held me until the light returned. And in that silence I could hear the beating of my heart so clear. The silence had a voice that spoke to me, a voice that set my spirit free. Said the light is coming, hold on tight. The darkness always fades to light, and I will keep you in my arms and shelter you from all the harm. And the morning came so slow, at first I couldn't even know that the darkness was beginning to recede, and I was finally free. The silence brought me to the break of day, and it gently turned and walked away. And the light came pouring through, and I was finally born anew. The silence held me until the light returned, and that's the truth that I have learned. In the darkness, in the pain, in the fear, God is holding you right here. The silence held me until the light returned. That's the promise, that's the way, that's the grace that saves the day. The silence held me until the light returned. If you're walking through a darkness so complete, and you're struggling on your feet, know that silence is an absence, it's a friend, and the light will come again. Hold on, hold fast, don't let go. In the silence, grace will grow, and the light will find its way to bring you back to a brand new day.